I want to put this on wax. I know during my time as a so-called Hebrew Israelite, I didn't scrutinize the scriptures enough for all the things that were in it were a spin-off of Gnosticism. And they were big. The apostles, the so-called apostles, are the apostles of witchcraft. They didn't ever want you to get into Gnosticism and look at it. And even the people that put away the Apocrypha in the 1800s, they didn't want people to link Gnosticism, the information of Greek mythology that's impregnated in the scriptures, all the way down to the seraphims, the angels, the whole spirit and demon concept. It is one and the same. And the more you look into it, you see that those biblical scholars were trying to get people to not look at Gnosticism. And I really think what putting away the Apocrypha was to get people to not look into the origins of how the scriptures were formulated. Because during that time, the number one religion was Gnosticism. Gnosis, right, in the Greek time. Oh, their version of knowledge, which is also like a pseudoscience, but the pseudoscience that was really widely kept then. Just like astrology and stuff like that is still a spin-off pseudoscience that is here today. Is there something to it? Yes, absolutely. That's what we're saying. There's some reality to all of it, y'all, is what we're pointing out. But according to their own information, there's no certification to get you out of demon land. And since the biblical script is a spin-off of Gnosticism, you know how it all started. Sophia, the power of wisdom, which is the power you guys worship in the scriptures, also known as a female if you look in the Proverbs, right? I hate touching this stuff. But that power you guys worship, the Yahweh, is the power of wisdom, which is not the power of the Creator. It's a separate power, which goes back to Gnosticism. Sophia, the demonic demiurge. I don't want to call her demonic because she's not. If she exists, she had loved us and created us all, right? So, and she formulated us so that we could be brought into the earth. And there was another spirit that was so-called created through Gnosticism, which is how it all creates. It's so-called a man and a woman keeping it all going. And if we look at humanity, that's exactly what's going on. What's keeping it going? A man and a woman. Them uniting and creating the next generation, because that's how humanity goes forward. Whether you want to look at your individual social concept or your individual social identity, that removed, what makes humanity go forward is progeny. Right? It has to happen somehow. And we know this got created somehow, because the things from the creation are invisible, which is always why we're grasping for meaning. There's enough meaning in life, I assure you, no matter where you're at, there's enough meaning. And yes, there is tiers to the existence, right? There's existences that are not fun to be in, that are clearly adjacent to us. Maybe tiers on the demonic level, something to think about, because something like that's true. There's a unanimity here. We're not all different. We're all the same thing. And a consciousness linked is associated. We know the polarity is so-called male and female. In its duality, the spirit is neither one of those things, if spirit is a thing. Something to think about. Gnosticism had an explosion, right? Existential crisis 2.0. We're taking a look at it.